So guys, we have Mr. Ameet Chaudhry here from eLaundry. And sir, if you can just tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Hi, thank you for having me here. I'm Ameet Chaudhry, co-founder of eLaundry. eLaundry is an one-point solution for everything that you can think of laundry or dry cleaned. So we are basically like we wash, we dry clean, we do sofa, shoes, carpet, mattress, bridal wears, leather products, everything that you can think of to be dry cleaned or laundered.
So if you can just tell us of how the idea came about, or how did you want to start this venture of yours?
In 2015, we were coining some ideas what can be started and what can be done. We wanted to start with something. So once I was going for a meeting and I faced a problem that my suit was not there, and just one night before the meeting, I called up the laundry guy many times, but he did not turn up. Right, so that was the clicking point that I wanted to I felt like was this maybe the problem with many others, and then we started doing research, and then it continued and it became the fruitful thing.
Any challenges that you faced initially while starting off?
The basic challenge was people do not trust the new guys. So that was the very first thing that we faced, right? And it's an hardcore operations business, so challenges are every day. There are new challenges.
So you spoke about the trust factor. So how did you manage to build the trust with your consumers, and how did you manage to get them to start actually using your service?
What happens once you are there, right? So people see your advertisements or pamphlets or some kind of whatever activities you're doing, right? So people see you, and if they start seeing you regularly, they start trusting you, right? So once, if I have been at your doorstep once, you will not trust. Maybe second time or third time, you will trust and you will give us the clothes. And once I'm good with quality, service, and the prices, right, you're bound to stick with us.
And how different are you from your nearest competition?
We are different in many ways. There is no one in India who can give you all these services, right? So the concept of one-point solution for all the services is very new. Nobody else does this. Similarly, if you really want to get suppose a leather bag, right? If you want to get it dry cleaned, so you have to look for one vendor. If you want to get your bridal wear dry cleaned, right? So there will be somebody else. If you want to get your shoes done, so somebody else. So we have combined all these services in one app, right? eLaundry, and you can use all these services just through using just one app.
Sure. I think your main competition would be washing machines. So how do you counter that, or how do you ask people to use your app over a washing machine?
We are not really countering washing machines because many times we have felt that it is still cheaper to go with the washing machines. Usually the families, right? Family prefer washing machines, but families also come to us for rest of the services. Suppose dry cleaning you cannot do at home, right? Shoes cleaning, you will not wash your shoes at home, right? So for all these sofa, carpet, or whatever other services, for that obviously will come with it.
So customers reaching out to you, what is the most number of things that they want to get done from you guys? Is it clothes, is it furniture, or is it bags, or what is it?
Mostly the laundry, apparels, and shoes. These have been the maximum thing that we have done.
Okay, sure. And budding entrepreneurs like yourself, can you give them some piece of advice of how they should go on starting with their own business?
Depends on the business to business what exactly they want to start. For us, if I talk about the laundry or this kind of business, right? So most of the time it has been perceived as a tech business, right? Which is not true. In our business, tech is just an enabler, right? So people should take it as technology should be an enabler. If you're really into operations business, then the operations becomes the core of this business.
Any memorable experiences that you've had with eLaundry?
I have had many, right? I've seen childbirth, engagements, marriages, everything we have seen almost.
And there would be different types of clothes that you get, something from say a napkin to a bridal outwear. So how do you all treat each garment differently?
So we have people for that, who while picking up the order also, right? So person will tell you, so this is for the dry cleaning and this is for the laundry, right? So not everything is to be laundered, or not everything is to be dry cleaned, right? So the person who comes at your doorstep is well trained for that, and he can give you the preferred wash quality, what is needed. And when it reaches to the center, right, then the tagging is done differently for different clothes, different types of fabric. What treatment is required according to that.
What do you think are the main hurdles in starting this kind of a startup, which is logistically very heavy and time bound?
Most of the time, if somebody who understands this kind of business, for them the business is not difficult. Adoption is the most difficult thing that the entrepreneur has to face. So if people start adopting these kind of concepts, right, it becomes really easy, and then they can go on.
So just like in the show Shark Tank, where it's all about the perfect pitch, when you're going out there to actually ask for funding, what do you think is the single most important thing that a startup person should do to make sure he gets the funding?
I feel the right timing, right? Most of the time, the industry also faces, like for us, the industry has been going through the bloodbath. There have been many instances in past where the funded companies in laundry industry has also shut down. So that created hurdle for us. So timing and the right person. That if you are really ready for it, you will get it.
Sure. Can you tell us a little bit about what people can expect next from eLaundry?
Okay, so we are starting Thane and Navi Mumbai in very next month, and probably next month or the next to next month in July somewhere. Like we will be starting with South Gujarat.
And India being a very price sensitive market or a value driven market, how is it that eLaundry comes over these challenges?
We are very apt with prices, so we give better quality than what your local laundries give you, local dhobies, and quality and packaging wise, we are much more better than them.
Okay.
One fact I would like to highlight, like in Mumbai, suppose, like if you stay in Mumbai, so in Mumbai, 85% of clothes gets washed in some or the other dhobi ghat, right? So that's really dirty. If you go and just check, it's really dirty. So we tie with people who have their own facilities, of complete facilities, right? So for apparels and for rest of the services, I have my own staff and I have my own setup. So we do not wash your clothes on dhobi ghat. I can say it bang on.
5 things that you do to keep yourself and your business aligned and in a proper method.
5 things I do. Yes, I practice yoga. I believe in my people. I believe in my business. Perseverance has been, like, I heard someone saying perseverance, right? So perseverance has been like, we have stayed there in this industry for last 3 years, and it has been really, now we feel like now we are ready to go, ready to scale. And 5th, if I have to, so delegation, right? If I delegate to the people, it works.
So obviously manpower is an essential component of your business. So
yeah,
how do you or what do you do to incentivize this manpower to keep them motivated day on day?
I choose people very carefully. There has not been any single hiring that I have to fire back, right? So I choose my people very carefully. Like if I need, suppose 10 people, I will hire 8 people, but that's okay. But those 8 people should stick around. So I've never fired anyone till now.
Great.
And even they have not left us.
That's great, sir. So India going to the whole digital angle and social media being an important a component of every business nowadays. Where do you think eLaundry can latch on to social media?
Social media wise, we will be like rest of the services company, right? So we'll be on social media obviously, but social media does not play a very important role in us. Most of the time, if you trust our service, you will use it, and if you really like it, you will refer it to others also, right? So social media does not really play a very pivotal role in our business.
And where do you get most of your orders from? Is it on the app, or is it on the website, or walk-ins, or what is it?
No, most of the time, like majorly order comes from app, mobile app, and phone calls. So
okay. How does it feel to be an entrepreneur in digital India, and with the government doing so much for new startups? What is your view on that?
Man, it really feels great. The reason being, somewhere like it was a long dream for me. In 2005, I guess I first dreamed of having a company, and I'm living my dream, right? So I feel proud. I feel good. That's for sure, right? Rest of the things, digital India and this, yeah, government has been very supportive. Like I have seen when one of my family members tried setting up a company around 10 years ago. It was a tedious task, right? And I had registered my company, I guess, 23 days. So government has been pretty much supportive. I cannot say no to it.
Great. So turning passion into a career, something that you really love, and actually making it a business. There are many people who want to do that but don't exactly know how to do it. So can you just give us some advice on that?
I would say if you really want to start something, just go ahead, start it. Ratan Tata has said once, like if you take a decision, right, and go ahead. And with time, you should be able to make it right. So if you have passion for something and if you really want to pursue that as a career, so go ahead and pursue that, right? Time will come when you can prove it right.
Okay, any final words for our audience members?
Nothing much. All the best, and just do it. Start. If you want to start it. This is the right time.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.